Hi guys, Catherine Christopheris from Generation Wellness Australia. I have been inspired to do a little video about essential oil safety because there are a lot of concerns around this, particularly around pregnancy, but just in general I get asked a lot about the safety of oils. And so I'm not going to tell you what is safe for you, for your body, because everyone is different. And the more you work with essential oils, the more you'll know what's right for you. But I just want to put it into a little bit of perspective about what essential oils are and why people feel the way that they feel. So I think a lot of it is the fear of the unknown. This is something that's new in a real everyday use medicinal kind of way. Well, it's new here. They've been used in France for a very long time as something medicinal and something, everyone gives their children lavender for worms, and so it's just a part of life in other parts of the world. And I think there's a few factors involved in the fear. One is that traditionally a lot of our essential oils were substandard because they were developed for the perfume industry, so it was really about smell, not about purity or quality or internal use or anything like that. So we need to realize that there are traditions. The English tradition was always to use it for perfume, and so obviously those kind of oils didn't need to be pure, they just needed to smell nice. And whereas you've got, as I said, the French tradition, which is very much about medicinal use and internal use for a very, very long time. And they don't really understand what our problem is, to be honest. But further to that, I just want to sort of give you a perspective on, so yes, essential oils are highly concentrated if they're good, pure therapeutic oils. Absolutely. But let's just think about what essential oils are. They're plant extracts. So if you're pregnant and you're worried about using essential oils, I just want to ask you, are you going to stop eating plant matter for the duration of your pregnancy? Probably not. Are you going to stop taking your vitamin supplements that are concentrated vitamins, hopefully from food sources, during your pregnancy? If they're synthetic supplements from the supermarket, you should stop taking them because they're absolute rubbish. But if, we need to understand essential oils are pure plant extracts. So let's just have a little bit of perspective about what we're dealing with. And yes, they're concentrated, so use them sensibly, dilute them, diffuse them. If you're worried about internal use, don't take them internally. If you're worried about herb oils during pregnancy, if there was one that I was going to say stay away from, yes, clary sage, and yes, herb oils, treat with caution. So stay away from them if you're worried, but learn what your body needs as well, and the limits for your body. But I just think, we need to understand they are natural. So when they go into the body, your body metabolizes them as it does food. Your body can metabolize essential oils and excrete them. That's what it does. So, and it does it within a couple of hours in general. So what's happening is if you have a little bit too much, your body breaks it down and gets rid of it. If you, and again, I'm not suggesting anyone go out and drink a whole bottle, because aside from a waste of money, that's just plain silly. But I'm saying let's just get this into some kind of perspective. We're dealing with something that's natural, that your body can recognize and metabolize and break down. Now, I have a friend who loves cilantro and went a little bit crazy with cilantro one day. She was trying to do a bit of a detox, and she went overboard, and she knew she went overboard, and she should have known better. But at the end of the day, she did detox. She spent the night on the toilet detoxing, and everyone sort of had this reaction, oh, yes, you have to be so careful with essential oils. And I just said, hang on, wait a second. Ask her how she felt the next day. And she said, oh, I felt amazing. Now, again, I'm not encouraging anyone to do this, to be silly, but I'm just saying the after effects Her body detoxed, her body broke down the excess oils that she took and excreted them, and the next day she was fine. If you overdosed on Panadol, which everyone considers the safest medication for pain, for the kids, for teething, for headaches, for everything, if you overdose on Panadol, do you walk away from that? No, you end up in hospital with your stomach pumped. I know a guy who took a couple of Panadol for a headache and then took a few hours later, not excessive use, just within the realms of what's written on the packet, and a few hours later he died. So the Panadol affected it affects your glutathione levels, which is your ability to detox, and he passed away. And it happens. And so again, I'm not suggesting anyone go crazy with essential oils. You have to work out what's right for your body and work within your comfort level. But I just think that there needs to be a little bit of perspective about what we're dealing with here. And I've got my beautiful basil growing in the background there. I let it go to seed so that the bees come and enjoy the flowers. And I just want some perspective. We're talking about plant extracts. We're talking about something that's natural that our body can metabolize. So something synthetic, it puts stress on your liver because your liver can't recognize and break it down. And worst case, if your liver can't break it down and your kidneys can't flush it out, it gets stored in fat, because fat will protect the rest of the vital organs. So you put it in your fat cells and surround it with lots of fat to keep everything else safe. And interestingly, I know someone who changed all their chemical cleaning products to essential oils and natural products, and without changing anything else in their life, not their diet, not their exercise program, they lost 8 kilos. So we need to get it in perspective of whether we're choosing something toxic, something synthetic over something natural, and just have some perspective about what is actually genuinely safe. And for me personally, I will choose hands down something natural, and then I will learn how to use it, and I will get help and support on how to use that safely for me and my family. So that's just what I wanted to share today, just to give my little 2 cents on essential oil safety. There's a fantastic book called Essential Oils for Maternity, and there's also The Essential Midwife is a great one to follow if you are pregnant and worried about that sort of thing. I definitely would opt for the less reactive oils, but again, I got onto oils when my youngest was about 2, and I just wish I had known about essential oils when I was pregnant and having birth and going through all of those processes, because I would want them in my life and I would learn how to use them, but I would absolutely hands down want them if I had that opportunity. So I just want to reduce a little bit of that fear and scaremongering out there, and just make people just do the research, just look into it and find your comfort zone and work within that, but absolutely don't shut it down as something dangerous or to be scared of. Alright, thanks guys, have an awesome day. It's beautiful here after weeks of sunshine, so we're going to enjoy that, and talk to you soon. Bye.